Hi Gators! I miss you guys. I hope you guys are having a great time. Today we're going to be continuing what we learned last time with perimeter. So we're in lesson 11.2. Last time we were in lesson 11.1. So last time we learned that the perimeter is the distance around the outside of a shape or a figure. So I have that here for you guys to look at. And again, I'll try to post pictures of these with my upload. Last time they gave you unit squares so that you could count your way around the outside of the shape. And we talked about how you could pick a starting point and count around, or how you could count ahead and then kind of add those sides up. So as I warned you, today they're taking away those squares and they want you to just use those sides to find the perimeter. Now the worksheet, if you're going off the worksheet in the book, does require you to measure those sides on your own. So if you have a ruler at home, that's going to be very helpful today. If the ruler is something that's still a little bit confusing for you, or if you don't have a ruler at home, that's okay. If you can go to commoncoresheets.com and pull up one of the pages that they have on perimeter, they have figures that already have those side links in there for you. So all you have to do is practice the strategy for adding them up. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started today with an example of a kind of shape or problem that you might see. Today they might give you something like this. They give you a figure. This one is a triangle. Has three sides. One side is 3 inches, the other side is 3 inches, and this base here, this side is 2 inches. So when I find my perimeter, I need to go around the outside of the shape. Now because I don't have those squares, I need to know that I need to add this side, which is 2, to this side, which is 3, and finally to this side, which is also 3. So I wrote that out like this. I wrote perimeter, and I just wrote P to save me some time, equals 3 plus 3 plus 2. Now I know that 3 plus 3 makes 6, so I just added that one first. Commutative property says that I can do things in whichever order, right? It's the same. 3 plus 3 is the same as 3 plus 3. And associative property says I can add whichever part first that's easiest for me. So I added 3 plus 3 and I got 6. Then I added in those 2 and I found that that gave me 8 inches. So my perimeter for this triangle would be 8 inches, right? This shouldn't seem totally new. We kind of practiced this last time. So I'm going to show you another shape. This one has 4 sides, so it's one more number to add. I'll let you see that here. So it is a rectangle and it is measured in centimeters. So the width, those shorter sides, like we talked about, are 5 centimeters long, and the length of my rectangle is 7 centimeters. So when I find the perimeter of that shape, I need to have 4 spots for the 4 sides. So I wrote perimeter equals 5 plus 7 plus 5 plus 7. And now that I have that, I'm ready to solve. So I can put my 5s and my 7s together, and I know that when I add 5 and 7, that makes 12. Now I'm ready to put my two 12s together. So 12 plus 12, or 12 times 2, if I work that out here, 2 plus 2 would be 4, and 1 plus 1 would be 2. So I end up with 24 centimeters, and my perimeter would be 24 centimeters for this shape. All right. So again, here's a great time for you to practice with me. Please feel free to pause this video, get a scrap piece of paper if you have one to help you find the perimeter of these shapes with me, and pause to make sure that I wait long enough for you to work out that problem. Okay, my friends? So here I have a rhombus or diamond, and every side is 1 inch, and there are 4 sides. So I made 4 lines for my 4 sides, and I'm going to write in the lengths of those sides. So I am going to have 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, or 1 times 4, because I have 4 groups of 1. So if I count that, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. My perimeter would be, pause if you haven't gotten here yet, 4 inches, because they showed me that they measured this in inches. All right, my friends, so I have a couple more for you before I leave you today. Here are 2 shapes. I've written in the side lengths for you, since we do not have the means to measure it ourselves today. All right, so here I have a quadrilateral. It means it has 4 sides, so I'm going to have to add all 4 sides. I'm going to add the 8 with the 6 and this other 8, and finally the 3. All right, now I'm ready to start adding up my sides. So 8 plus 6, that should give me 14. And 8 plus 3 should give me 11. Now I'm really ready to solve. I'm almost there. So I'm going to take 14 and 11, and I'm going to add them up. And you can go ahead and pause if you want to work this out yourself. So 4 plus 1 is 5. 2 is what I get when I add 1 and 1. So my answer is 25. So my perimeter for this shape is 25, and I can't forget my units, inches. All right, my friends? Last but not least, they're going to give us a really funky looking shape, and they measured it in centimeters. So that's what we're going to use. This has many sides. Can you help me count these sides? So I'll start here. I'll even draw a little dot to help me remember. So I'm going to count this side. Ready? 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides, 6 sides. So I should have 6 numbers when I add to find my perimeter. So I'm just going to remind myself of that by drawing 6 lines. So I can check that I added all 6 sides. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to start here. My first number on my side is 2 centimeters. And I'm going to add that to, if you can see, 11 centimeters. And that gets added to 7 centimeters. And that gets added to my 5 centimeters. And again, I have another 5 centimeters. And finally, I have 6 centimeters. And now I'm ready to start adding up all these numbers. So I'm going to try to add some numbers that are a little bit easier for me. I'm going to go ahead and add these 2 5s because I know that 2 5s is the same as saying 10. And I'm going to go ahead and add 7 and 11 because the 7 plus 11 would make what? 18. And if I put 2 more onto 18, that would give me, I know there's a lot of circling, huh, friends, 20. So now I'm left with 20 plus 10, plus I can't forget this 6 over here I haven't used yet, right? So 20 and another 10 would make 30. 30 plus another 6 would be 36, right? So my perimeter would be 36 centimeters. And there are many ways I could have added that. But I just chose to use associative property and do the steps that worked best for me. And you can do the same. All right, my friends? So those are all the practice problems I have for you today. I will likely be sharing out another Nearpod when I push out this video for some extra practice so that I can check in on how you guys are doing and how you're feeling. If you have any questions, please, again, don't hesitate to rewatch this video. You can even go back to our previous video if something is confusing there still. And always feel free to reach out to me with any questions or concerns on Seesaw or Google Classroom. All right, my friends, have a wonderful day, and I hope you guys do amazing things. All right, bye.